The worst streamer deaths ever.
Died live on camera.
I feel like you would get banned immediately, dude. Just doing a game and then I just go, that'd be crazy. Y'all think I'd be joking. Y'all think I'm joking.
Jean Pormanov, whose real name was Raphael Gravin, was a 46-year-old French content creator who built his reputation on extreme challenges and endurance streams. On March 17,
oh yeah, they would think you're jockeying around, dude.
2025, he began what would become his final broadcast, a 10-day marathon live stream on Kick.
Now, Kick? I thought this was all Twitch.
That promised viewers unprecedented access to his deteriorating mental and physical state.
I can never do a live stream for like 30 days, dude. A subathon, dude. 10 days is not that bad. I could do 7.
The stream was marketed as ultimate endurance entertainment. Pormanov was subjected to sleep deprivation, with viewers paying to keep him awake through loud noises played at random intervals. Each day,
oh yeah. Like the iShow speed streams.
Want a break from the ads?
the challenges intensified. By day 5, he was visibly disoriented, slurring his words and experiencing microsleeps on camera.
That's
what viewers
so
didn't know was
sad.
that behind the scenes, Pormanov had signed a contract requiring him to complete the full 10 days regardless of his condition. The production
That's
team
so sad!
continued pushing him, introducing humiliation segments where he was forced to consume substances later identified containing high levels of caffeine, amphetamine-like stimulants, and alcohol. On day 8, at approximately 2:13 a.m., Pormanov began showing signs of severe physical distress. His breathing became irregular. He complained of chest pain but was coerced to continue. The production team muted his microphone when he begged to stop. At 4:27 a.m., viewers watched as Pormanov
That's the same chair as me. We twins, twin.
He clutched his chest. His body went rigid, then limp. For 17 minutes, he remained slumped in his gaming chair while the stream continued. No one on the production team entered the room. The camera captured his final, shallow breaths. Died of exhaustion. Li Hao was a 21-year-old computer science student in his final semester at Pingdingshan Vocational and Technical College.
Wait, when he died?
The camera captured his slumped in his gaming chair while the stream continued.
That's so sad,
The
dude.
production team entered the room. The camera captured his final, shallow breaths. Died of
That's so sad, dude.
exhaustion. Student in his final semester at Pingdingshan Vocational and Technical College in Henan Province, China. He had signed what the industry called a cooperation agreement with a media company that specialized in gaming content. The contract seemed simple on paper. Stream for 240 hours across 26
Buddy.
days and produce 15 short videos monthly. What Lee didn't anticipate was
15 shorts monthly. That's not bad.
how the schedule would consume his life. The agreement calculated to over 9 hours of streaming daily, not including
Oh, Lord, dude. 9 hours daily. I struggled on 40, dude. Last video, I did a 40-minute video. I was cooked at the end, bro. I was so, exhausted. Dude, that's why every one of my videos are 20 minutes, 30 minutes. Because I can't go long, dude.
preparation time, editing videos, or his academic responsibilities. The media company paid him approximately
I like recording, yeah. But I have ocular motor dysfunction. So basically, when my eyes move back and forth, it hurts my eyes really bad. And looking at a screen for too long, it just, it hurts me, dude. And that's why I'm only going here for 20, 30 minutes. This big of a screen and this bright, I don't know how to turn it down. Yeah, it cooks me, dude. I can't record for 2 hours straight, dude. How do people do that? My longest video is 1 hour 30 minutes. And that's different clips combined. Because I had to take breaks in between.
only 8,000 yuan, $1,200 monthly, just enough to help support his family in rural Henan. By November 2023, Lee had adapted to an extreme schedule. His roommates later told investigators he would attend classes during the day, then begin streaming at 9 p.m. and continue until 6 a.m., catching only brief periods of sleep between lectures.
That is so
His final week was
sad.
particularly brutal. 5 consecutive night shifts without a break. On the morning of November 10th, Lee's stream ended at 6:12 a.m. Viewers reported he appeared disoriented during the final hour, repeatedly
Oh my
losing focus during
gosh.
gameplay and struggling to form complete sentences. He told his audience he felt strangely cold despite the heated dormitory. At 2:30 p.m., his roommate attempted to wake Lee for an afternoon class. His
No, dude. Y'all about to make me cry.
His body was cold to the touch. Despite shaking him vigorously, Lee showed no response. Emergency services were called, but medics pronounced him dead at the scene. His body showed no external injuries. The autopsy revealed that Lee had suffered a fatal cardiac arrhythmia, likely triggered by extreme exhaustion and prolonged sleep deprivation. His heart had simply stopped while he slept. Medical examiners found Lee's body had entered a state of adrenal crisis after 5 consecutive days
I thought it was adrenaline crisis.
with less than 2 hours of sleep each. Alcohol overconsumption. Wang Mofeng, known to his followers as Brother 3000, was a
This is
34-year-old
why y'all don't drink, dude. This is why I don't drink.
influencer
This is
on
why I don't drink.
China's Douyin platform. He had built a modest following of 170,000 fans by
Dang, that's cool.
participating in eating and drinking challenges that pushed
So he was what's it called, streamer? A mukbang.
physical limits. On July 15th, 2024, Wang joined a live PK challenge, a popular format where streamers compete against each other for viewer gifts and donations. The
Ball right, buddy. Ball right.
rules were simple but deadly. The creator who received fewer gifts during each round faced a punishment. That night,
What?
Wang
Gang. I ain't never begged for donations, gang. If you go down to my comments, you can see there's a donation button. I ain't never begged, go, please donate, please donate, please. If I don't make this goal, I'm gonna die. Oh, dude.
repeatedly lost to his competitor. Each loss required him to consume a shot of baijiu, a clear Chinese spirit with alcohol content typically between 35 to 60%. The audience encouraged each drink with donations and comments. As the 3-hour stream progressed, Wang's speech became increasingly slurred, his face flushed deep red. By the stream's mid-
You gotta stop somewhere, dude.
point, he had already consumed 4 full bottles of baijiu, yet
What?
continued to accept more challenges. To prove to skeptical viewers that he wasn't drinking water, Wang struck matches and ignited the liquid, showing the blue flame characteristic of high-proof alcohol. During the final 30 minutes, Wang was barely coherent. He struggled to remain upright in his chair. The livestream ended at 11:42 p.m. with Wang waving goodbye to viewers while attempting to stand. He stumbled forward, knocking his camera over. The feed cut to black. 12 hours later, Wang's girlfriend entered his apartment after he failed.
Oh my gosh, 4 hours later? He was just sitting there dead for 4 hours?
To answer repeated calls. She found him face down on his living room floor, surrounded by empty baijiu bottles.
Yeah,
there was
that's
evidence he had
crazy.
vomited while unconscious and subsequently asphyxiated. The medical examiner later determined his blood alcohol concentration was 0.58%, over 7 times the legal driving limit and well into the lethal range. An empty stomach and rapid consumption had accelerated the alcohol absorption. Wang had essentially poisoned himself for entertainment while thousands
Dude.
watched, donated, and
That is insane, dude. How far people go for money is crazy. I ain't doing this for money. I mean, sure, I would like money, but I want to do this as a full-time job, not because I'm just money, please donate, please. I'm not one of those people that put the little nails on the thing and 15 donations for this. No. If I'm just making enough to live on YouTube, I can keep going, and I'll do that for the rest of my life. As long as I'm making enough to be in a stable place, I'll do full-time YouTube. It's not about the money in life, it's about how much fun you're having, and I have a lot of fun doing YouTube. It's not just about money, and I know this is kind of crazy. Money does not make happiness, but some things, some things like ice cream. I love ice cream. I just had some, actually. It was so good. But you do not need billions of dollars just to be, you do not need billions of dollars in life. As long as you're stable with money, you're good. People obsess over money, and they put that before family, before doing the basic needs in life. So they just keep streaming for months on end for money. I'm not saying like the subathon streamers are doing it for the money, but there is some people that do it. I haven't seen one, but I know there is people that do it, and they don't feed themselves. They just sit there and stream just to make money. But like, all you need to do is just be happy, and the other people be happy, and you're fine. You know.
Encouraged his self-destruction.
As long as you're having fun, that's all that matters.
Charity stream tragedy. Brian Vigneault.
I love the people that do charity streams, dude. I should do one day, but I'm not that big where I get like donations much. I get like a viewer per stream. YouTube's a lot bigger than my Twitch. 1,140. Yeah, 140. I don't know. I want to change this the last number to 4. I don't know how to say it. Twitch have 26.
How do I do that?
See, like, 4 viewers for this.
Oh, there we go.
4 viewers. Yo, chat. Yeah, I was trying to play Mecha Chameleon. It did not work.
He began what was intended to be a 24-hour charity live stream to raise money for the Make-A-Wish Foundation.
W, man!
It was a format he had completed multiple times before, often pushing through extreme fatigue to entertain his audience while supporting causes he believed in. The stream began at 3:30 p.m. Eastern Time. For the first 20 hours,
This makes me sad. He died, dude.
everything appeared normal. Vigneault played match after match, pausing only for bathroom breaks and to thank donors. Viewers noticed he was drinking energy drinks and smoking cigarettes regularly to stay awake.
Smoking. I know I get the W energy drink thing, but I'm not gonna be doing like 50 a time, dude. I was one little sip.
By hour 21, his eyes were bloodshot, and his reactions in the game had noticeably slowed. After streaming for nearly 22 consecutive hours, Vigneault told his audience he was stepping away for a cigarette break. His voice
Hey, Chad, never smoke.
was hoarse, and he seemed to struggle standing up from his chair. The camera continued rolling, showing his empty seat while viewers waited for his return. Minutes passed, then hours. Some viewers speculated
He has a child, too.
he had fallen asleep off camera. Others joked that he had abandoned the charity stream. The truth was far more disturbing. At some point during his break, Vigneault collapsed in his Virginia Beach home. Medical examiners determined Vigneault had suffered cardiac arrest. The prolonged wakefulness, combined with caffeine, nicotine, and the stress of continuous performance, had triggered a fatal heart rhythm disturbance. His body was discovered still clutching an unlit cigarette. Overexhaustion. Nah Dog, known to his million-plus subscribers as Great Library,
Wow!
or BuzzBean11, was one of South Korea's most...
You know what I really, really want? One day, I want to get one of the plaques, dude. A plaque is all I ever wanted.
influential gaming streamers. The 36-year-old had been creating content since 2009, pioneering the Korean live streaming scene long before it became mainstream. On September 6, 2025, what had begun as routine exhaustion ended in tragedy at his Seoul apartment. In the days leading up to his death, Na's behavior on stream had grown increasingly erratic. During his final broadcast on September 4th, viewers watched as he repeatedly rubbed his temples and complained of severe headaches. "I haven't slept properly in 3 days."
Then go to the doctor, get.
He told his audience while playing League of Legends. "My head feels like it's going to explode." For 5 hours, Na continued streaming despite visible discomfort. At several points, he briefly closed his eyes and swayed in his chair. Longtime viewers commented that he looked unusually pale. Midway through the stream, he abruptly stood up, clutching the side of his head, before sitting down again and apologizing. "Just dizzy," he explained. "It happens a lot lately." The stream ended at 2:17 a.m. when Na said he needed to lie down. Those would be the last words his audience ever heard from him. For the next 36 hours, his social media accounts remained silent. This wasn't unusual for Na, who often took breaks between streams without announcement. On the evening of September 6th, his ex-wife used her emergency key to enter his apartment after failing to reach him for a scheduled child custody exchange. She found Na on his bedroom floor. Emergency responders arrived within minutes, but could only confirm what was already apparent. Na had been dead for at least 24 hours. The autopsy revealed
That's so sad.
massive cerebral hemorrhage had occurred at the base of his brain. Medical examiners explained that Na likely felt increasing pressure and pain as blood slowly leaked into his cranial cavity.
How do you not?
Eventually, the bleeding accelerated, causing
Well, I'm starting to have a headache. Okay, I'm actually starting to have a headache.
rapid unconsciousness and death. His body showed
No,
signs
I'm being serious.
of severe sleep deprivation, with stress hormones at levels typically seen only in patients with advanced exhaustion disorders. Mukbang tragedy. Efekan Culture was a 24-year-old Turkish mukbang streamer who had amassed over 800,000 followers across multiple platforms. His content centered around consuming massive quantities of food while engaging with
No, I can do this. I could do this, but like after I don't like the feeling of being full. When I get full, I'm like, all right, bye, Jet.
viewers in real time. What began as occasional eating challenges in 2022 quickly escalated as his popularity grew. By early 2025, Culture was regularly consuming between 10,000 and 50,000
Oh my lord! 10K? That's like an average day, dude. It's a full day worth in a video.
15,000 calories in a single sitting, often multiple times per week. Viewers tuned in to watch as he devoured entire family-sized...
Wait, how much? Wait, that's like a lot more than a daily, right? $10,000 when the average, that's more than a week.
pizzas, buckets of fried chicken, and dozens of hamburgers in one sitting. The more he ate, the more his audience grew.
Well, that's like a week. I don't know how much it is.
The more his audience grew, the more extreme his consumption became. It was a cycle that would ultimately prove fatal. In December 2024, regular viewers began commenting on Culture's labored breathing during streams. Even while sitting still, he appeared to struggle for air. His face and extremities showed visible swelling, and during a New Year's Eve broadcast, he paused several times to catch his breath between bites.
Oh my
gosh! In February
gosh.
2025, Culture's weight had reached an estimated 440 pounds, a dramatic increase from the 170 pounds he weighed when his channel began. On February 7th, during what would be his final live stream, Culture attempted to eat 5 large doner kebabs in
Like, dude, dude. Yes.
30 minutes. 20 minutes into the challenge, he began sweating profusely and complained of chest pain. The stream abruptly ended. 3 days later, Turkish media reported that Culture had been hospitalized with severe respiratory distress and cardiac complications. His organs, overwhelmed by his rapid weight gain, were beginning to fail. Doctors placed him on a ventilator as his condition deteriorated. For the next 3 weeks, Culture remained in intensive care. His body, already pushed beyond its limits by years of extreme consumption, could not recover.
Dude.
On March 7, 2025, his heart stopped. Despite 47 minutes of resuscitation attempts, doctors could not revive him. The official cause of death was listed as cardiorespiratory failure secondary to morbid obesity and metabolic syndrome. Culture's family later revealed he had been diagnosed with early-stage heart failure months before his hospitalization, but had continued streaming to maintain his income. If you want to see more videos like this...
Wow, I love that video, dude. W video. What's his name? Tragic Guy. Yeah, let's get this link. So, if you want to watch it, I might put that in the description. Alright. Well, I love you guys, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace out.